Want to keep your prostate healthy and avoid the uncomfortable swelling that affects millions of men? You're about to discover 3 powerful foods scientifically proven to support prostate health. These aren't trendy superfoods or miracle cures. They are everyday ingredients that can make a real difference. If you're over 40 or care about your long-term health, this is a conversation you can't afford to miss. And by the end, you'll have a practical tip you can apply today. I'm Dr. Isabel Lopez, a urologist with over 25 years of experience. And where are you watching from? Drop it in the comments, and stick around because I have a surprise for you at the end. Over the years, I've seen firsthand how simple dietary choices can impact men's health in profound ways. That's why this video is so important and so timely. If you're serious about prevention, you're in the right place. We're not just talking about avoiding problems. We're talking about building a daily routine that supports your body naturally. These 3 foods have stood the test of clinical research, and they are already in your grocery store. You won't need supplements, prescriptions, or complicated diets. Just knowledge, consistency, and the right decisions at the table. And don't worry, we'll go beyond just naming the foods. You'll understand why they work, what the science says, and how to make them part of your routine without stress. There's a reason most men never hear this from their doctor, and it's not because it doesn't work. It's because prevention rarely gets the spotlight. So whether you've had prostate concerns or simply want to age with strength and confidence, this is your roadmap. We'll start by looking at what causes prostate enlargement and why so many men ignore the warning signs. Then, one by one, I'll show you the 3 foods that can help you take control. Follow the channel so you don't miss the rest of this essential guide. And let's get into the real reason so many men suffer in silence. By the time most men reach their 40s, a silent shift begins in the body, one that often goes unnoticed until the symptoms become hard to ignore. We're talking about benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, a non-cancerous enlargement of the prostate gland. While it's common, it doesn't mean it's harmless. In fact, untreated BPH can seriously affect a man's quality of life. The prostate surrounds the urethra, so as it enlarges, it starts to squeeze that passageway. The result? Frequent urges to urinate, especially at night, a weak stream, or that frustrating feeling of not fully emptying the bladder. These symptoms creep in gradually, which is why many men delay seeking help until it's too late for prevention. Here's the truth most people miss. BPH is not just about aging. Genetics, hormones, and especially lifestyle choices all play a role. And among those choices, what you eat can either fuel the inflammation that enlarges the prostate or fight it. That's where this video becomes not just helpful, but essential. Studies have shown that chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the key drivers behind prostate enlargement. That means your daily meals could be either soothing or silently inflaming your body. Think of your diet as medicine. Every bite matters. And when you know what to focus on, the results can be powerful. Too many men rely solely on medication or surgery when prevention was an option all along. But the good news? Change is possible, and it doesn't require overhauling your life. Just small, consistent improvements in what goes on your plate. That's the kind of proactive mindset that leads to real results. In a moment, we'll reveal the first of the 3 key foods that support prostate health, starting with something delicious, versatile, and packed with anti-inflammatory power. Get ready to rethink what's on your next shopping list. Let's start with one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatory tools, omega-3 fatty acids. Found abundantly in cold water fish like salmon, sardines, and tuna, these healthy fats don't just support heart and brain health, they directly impact the prostate. That's because inflammation plays a central role in prostate enlargement, and omega-3s help calm it at the source. Clinical studies have observed that men with higher intakes of omega-3s often show lower levels of prostate-specific inflammation markers. What does that mean in practice? Less swelling, improved urinary flow, and better long-term health outcomes. And unlike over-the-counter pills, these benefits come without side effects when consumed through whole foods. Take grilled salmon, for example. It's easy to prepare, rich in flavor, and just one serving gives you a powerful dose of anti-inflammatory protection. Sardines, though underrated, are budget-friendly and packed with nutrients. Even canned tuna, if packed in water, offers a practical omega-3 boost for lunch or snacks. Incorporating these fish into your routine 2 to 3 times per week is a strategic move. You're not just eating for the sake of it, you're building a defense system from the inside out. And if you're worried about mercury or quality, there are plenty of wild-caught, responsibly sourced options available in most supermarkets. Beyond the omega-3s, these fish provide vitamin D, selenium, and lean protein, all of which support hormonal balance and tissue repair. That's essential for men over 40 whose metabolic processes naturally begin to slow down. Eating smart now can help you avoid bigger problems later. And now that you've seen how powerful a simple piece of fish can be, wait until you learn about the next category of foods, cruciferous vegetables. These go even further by directly affecting how your cells respond to inflammation and stress. Let's dig in. If there's a class of vegetables that consistently earns the title of prostate protectors, it's cruciferous vegetables. Think broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. These aren't just healthy, they are chemically potent allies in the fight against prostate inflammation. What makes them so special? A compound called sulforaphane, found in abundance in these green giants. Sulforaphane has been shown in multiple studies to help the body detoxify harmful substances and combat oxidative stress. It also supports cellular health, reducing the chances of abnormal growth in the prostate tissue. In other words, it helps your cells stay balanced, clean, and functioning the way nature intended. Broccoli is especially powerful. When lightly steamed or sautéed, it retains most of its sulforaphane content while becoming easier to digest. Pair it with garlic and olive oil, and you've got a side dish that not only tastes great but supports your body at the cellular level. It's prevention served on a plate. What's more, these vegetables help regulate estrogen levels, yes, even in men. Hormonal imbalances, especially elevated estrogen or disrupted testosterone metabolism, can contribute to prostate problems. Cruciferous vegetables help keep those hormones in check naturally without the need for medication. Even if you're not a fan of their taste, there are creative ways to include them. Blend spinach and kale into smoothies, roast Brussels sprouts with balsamic vinegar, or chop raw cauliflower into rice for stir-fries. The key is consistency, not perfection. A few servings each week can shift the direction of your health. Join the Members Club and leave a super like if you're learning something new. Up next, we'll introduce a snack that's not only delicious and portable, but also a nutritional powerhouse for prostate health: nuts and seeds. Stay with me. Nuts aren't just convenient snacks, they are miniature nutritional powerhouses with significant benefits for prostate health. Almonds, walnuts, and Brazil nuts in particular contain high levels of zinc, selenium, and antioxidants. These elements work behind the scenes to regulate hormones, reduce oxidative stress, and limit the risk of prostate enlargement over time. Zinc plays a critical role in maintaining healthy testosterone levels and preventing the overproduction of dihydrotestosterone, DHT, which is often linked to prostate growth. Selenium, found in Brazil nuts, supports cellular repair and protects against DNA damage. Together, they create an internal environment where the prostate can function without disruption. What makes nuts especially valuable is how easy they are to add into your diet. A handful of almonds or walnuts as a midday snack, or a spoonful of chopped nuts over your morning oatmeal, provides a steady stream of essential nutrients. No cooking required, just simple, effective nourishment. Unlike many processed snacks that spike your blood sugar and contribute to inflammation, nuts provide healthy fats that stabilize your metabolism. Their natural oils support cardiovascular health, which is closely connected to prostate function. A well-oxygenated body with good circulation supports every organ, including the prostate. Of course, moderation matters. Nuts are calorie-dense, so about a small handful a day is enough to see benefits without overdoing it. Look for raw or lightly roasted options without added salt or sugar. These small tweaks make a big difference when you're aiming for long-term prostate protection. Next, we'll look at how to combine all three of these foods into your weekly routine. It's one thing to know what's healthy, it's another to make it a habit. Let's make it easy. Knowing which foods support prostate health is the first step. The next is making them part of your lifestyle in a way that's simple, sustainable, and enjoyable. The good news: you don't need a fancy diet or a complete kitchen overhaul. Just a few practical adjustments can transform your meals into tools for prevention. Start by planning your week around 2 servings of fatty fish. Grilled salmon with a side of steamed broccoli makes an easy dinner, and canned tuna mixed with olive oil and herbs is perfect for lunch. Sardines on whole grain toast with avocado, that's not just healthy, it's gourmet-level flavor with zero guilt. For vegetables, keep frozen broccoli and cauliflower on hand. They are quick to steam or toss into stir-fries when time is tight. Brussels sprouts roasted with olive oil and garlic make a satisfying dinner side, and kale can be massaged into salads or blended into smoothies for a green nutrient punch. Nuts work best when they are visible and ready. Keep a small container at your desk or in your bag. Add chopped almonds to your morning yogurt, or sprinkle walnuts over roasted vegetables for a crunchy finish. Brazil nuts are powerful. Just 1 or 2 a day gives you a full dose of selenium. To build consistency, pair these foods with existing habits. Add veggies to the meals you already enjoy. Swap out inflammatory snacks for nuts. Rotate fish nights into your weekly menu. The goal isn't perfection, it's momentum. And with every small choice, you strengthen your foundation for prostate health. These habits become even more powerful when shared. Cook with your partner, shop with intention, and track your meals for a few weeks to notice the change. When you feel better, sleep better, and stop waking up in the middle of the night, you'll know it's working. Next, let's bring it all together with a quick look at the scientific backing behind these choices, and why prevention is still the best medicine for men over 40. What if a handful of foods could shift your entire health trajectory? That's not wishful thinking, it's science. Multiple studies have shown that men who regularly consume omega-3 rich fish, cruciferous vegetables, and nuts have significantly lower risks of developing prostate issues, including benign prostatic hyperplasia. These aren't trends. They are long-term, evidence-based choices. For example, research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that men with higher omega-3 intake had reduced levels of prostate inflammation. Another study in Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers and Prevention linked higher cruciferous vegetable consumption with lower prostate cancer risk. The science is not only clear, it's consistent. What makes these foods so effective isn't just one nutrient. It's the way their compounds work together, reducing inflammation, balancing hormones, supporting detoxification, and protecting cellular health. This synergy can't be bottled. It happens naturally when you eat whole, real foods as part of your routine. Doctors and researchers agree. The earlier you start, the better the outcome. But even if you're already experiencing symptoms, dietary changes can still reduce discomfort and slow progression. That's the beauty of prevention. It meets you where you are and builds from there. Most men wait for symptoms before taking action, but you don't have to follow that path. You can lead with intention, armed with the knowledge that each meal is an opportunity to support your body, your energy, and your future. It's about taking ownership of your health, one smart choice at a time. Join the Members Club. Drop a super like, follow the channel, and leave a comment. Up next, let's wrap everything up and give you a simple action plan you can start today, so you don't just know what to eat, but how to put it into practice. Including these 3 foods in your diet isn't complicated. It's intentional. A serving of salmon here, a handful of almonds there, and a side of broccoli with dinner can do more than fill your plate. They actively support your prostate, balance your hormones, and protect you from the slow, silent onset of BPH. This is real, lasting prevention you can taste. So where do you start? Begin by choosing one meal this week to upgrade. Maybe it's lunch with a tuna salad, or dinner with grilled salmon and steamed vegetables. Swap your usual snack for a mix of raw nuts. Build these choices into your weekly rhythm, and soon, they'll become second nature. Health isn't about extremes. It's about consistency, smart decisions, and knowing that the small things matter. Every time you nourish your body with these powerful foods, you're reducing your long-term risk and increasing your day-to-day vitality. You'll sleep better, feel better, and live with more confidence. And don't forget, your choices influence others. Share this knowledge with friends, family, or any man in your life over 40. Prostate health isn't something we talk about enough, but it should be. Because when you take control early, you prevent problems later. And that's a gift worth sharing. Like the tip, then don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and send this video to someone who needs it. These small steps help the message spread and empower more men to take charge of their health. You've got the knowledge. Now take the action. Your prostate and your future self will thank you.